before I forget, you dropped something off in my house.
Oh my God. I forgot I did that.
I know. I have it
did
next
that.
to my leg, and
Dude, you gotta
I
open
just
it.
kicked it, and I'm like, oh.
All right. As you pick it
So
up and open it,
you wanna?
I'll give some
Yeah, yeah.
explanation there. All right, guys. This is something that Swedish Fish gave it to me like a long time ago, and I don't think he remembers that he gave it to me. You know, now having a son and stuff, I think he should have that, and I don't even know if he recognizes it or knows what it
Oh
is.
my God.
What's going on, everybody? Episode 25 of the Split Screen Podcast. What's going on, man? What is up? Episode 25. Ooh. Again, I
What's
know we start
up?
every time. I had
What's
to
up?
check it. I had to check what episode we were on. But we're
We
good
both
now.
panic. We scramble to check our YouTube as quickly as possible. You always
Yes, we
check
do.
on your phone. I always pull up a Chrome tab and check as quickly as I can.
Yep. I was like, it's 24, right? I'm like, oh, 25, right? And I was like, yeah, all right, cool. So episode 25, quarter of 100. That's what they call it.
Is it me? Like 25 as a number, when you think about it, you're like, it's not that big. But then you think about how many conversations we've had. And then you think about all like the content that's been put together on the channel. Like we were just looking at it, and we were looking at how some of our old stuff did, and like they didn't even break 100 views or whatever. And now our past 4 shorts, all of them are above 1,000 views. I sound like I'm tooting our own horn here, but
I mean,
I don't know, it's just interesting.
Where else are we gonna toot it?
I know.
It's good. No, I mean, what really like what I think is crazy is like when you click on the podcast and the long form has like 1,000 views, and I'm like, the long form, like, dang, like I get the shorts, but like I appreciate you got everybody listening to it, man. Like the past like couple podcasts is like 1.7k, 1k, like 900, 800 views, and it's like that's the long form. So you guys are actually in taking in the content. So I appreciate everybody listening. Like that. That's
thank
dope.
you.
I appreciate like you guys listening to the long form. So that's fire. Yeah, cheers to that, man. I'm gonna pop one of these puppies. So
All right, you got to run me through this ranch fuel stuff.
yeah, so I mean that's a pretty good segue right there.
Clearly, yours is more healthy than mine. So
real quick, guys, for those of you guys who don't know, I personally am working with a company called Ranch Fuel. They make caffeinated beverages. We've teamed up, partnered up. I am on there as a Ranch Fuel artist. So I know I do my streaming thing. We have the podcast. A lot of that's based around my streams under DFISH. So I'm actually partnered with Ranch Fuel just under me as Davis Fisher. So as a songwriter, as a singer, songwriter, artist / content creator. So basically everything that I do. So aside from being here, I'm signed as a Ranch Fuel artist, which is I'm super pumped about. But the best thing is for those of you guys who been around here for a while, I went through that weight loss. I lost like 100 pounds, 8 months. Shout out Stronger. You guys are the best. Stronger Uprising. Make sure you guys go work out there. But for real, I'm just plugging everything right now. But Ranch Fuel, man, the reason I'm tying that all back in, this is an energy drink with 200 milligrams of caffeine, which you guys would think like, all right, that's what a lot of other companies have, like a Ghost Energy, a Red Bull, Monster, all of the run-of-the-mill stuff that you see at the stores. These guys, based out of Texas, they're unbelievable. There's only 6 ingredients this entire can. One of them being carbonated water and the other one being natural caffeine. So really, if you break it down, 4 more ingredients other than what like the obvious, right? You need carbonated water and you need caffeine if it's going to be an energy drink. So you're really looking at it, and you could take, you could look at like Ghost Energy, you could look at Red Bull, any of those guys.
List.
You go look at those things, and you try and you should play a game where you try and pronounce what's actually in the can. 6 ingredients, that's it, man. Carbonated water, natural caffeine, sucralose, citric acid, malic acid, and natural flavors. Again, you can tell when you drink it, it's not unhealthy. So it makes you feel good when you drink it. You don't get dehydrated. None of those jitters. It just keeps you locked in. They go as America's energy drink. So if you guys haven't checked out Ranch Fuel, I'm going to put the link down below. You guys should go check it out, man. They are US based out of Texas. And yeah, man, they're the best. They have some really cool flavors. This one I got here is blueberry pomegranate. We got orange cream. This one's really cool. Agave lime.
Oh, the agave lime sounds dope.
It's cool. It has like
I'm grabbing one tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%. They're going to be out. Kiwi watermelon is my personal favorite. Love that one.
Okay.
We got the blackberry lemonade, and I don't think I have
that
the
one
other
sounds
on
good
me.
too.
Yeah, this one is good. And there's one more. It's mango twist. So again, fruity, very good.
How can you go wrong?
Yeah. So what's really cool about all these is when you drink it, you can tell they're healthy. And what I mean by that is they don't taste like, you know, when you get one and you're like, oh, that's a bubblegum flavored energy drink. You're like, how is that gonna happen? Like, the only
that
thing
doesn't grow in nature.
Yeah. What? And then you drink it and it tastes exactly like it. And that, to me, a lot of the times is concerning. Yeah, it tastes good, but you're like, I don't even want to know what they're doing to make it taste like that. Dude, they literally use all real ingredients. So it's great. Makes you feel good. Zero sugar, obviously. Zero carbs. Transparent company, man. Go check them out. Shout out Ranch Fuel. So, yeah, that's my little plug of it.
Love it.
My little hashtag ad there. But again, it's an ad that I'm willing to do because these guys are dope. So,
well, yeah, and I mean it's a good product, and obviously you will have probably a Ranch Fuel before you go to the gym. Maybe you have it before stream.
Yeah, every day.
I'm not a big energy drinker. I usually just stick to coffee, but you were explaining to me the 6 ingredients, and I'm like, okay, so this probably wouldn't leave me feeling jittery, which is half the reason I don't touch some of those I won't go mentioning all the other energy drinks, but
you can.
I just don't touch them.
Space, by the way, you can learn that quick. The thing I learned, I'm gonna real quick. I realized in alcohol beverage sales, you can't you basically
you can't talk about the other
energy drinks. I guess it's fine. I've been informed.
It's Wild West. It is literally the Wild West on the ranch.
West. But yeah, back to what you were saying, like no jitters. And so for some people, like if they want a pre-workout, this is not a pre-workout. This is something to make you feel more awake. This is the replacement of a coffee. Something that's easier to bring, it's like, it's an easy up and an easy down. You know what I mean? There's no crash. There's no sugary feeling. There's none of that like stuff that's left like that metallic taste on your mouth where it's like, you know what I mean? Like some of those flavors, you're
like the syrupy kind of.
Yeah, none of that. It's very like thin. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to bring up texture, but I haven't had it yet. And that's half the time. Like if I have something that is natural for the most part, it doesn't have that syrupy texture. It doesn't have that feeling, that mouthfeel, that, like you said, that metallic feel that you could burp an hour later and you still taste it. Like,
oh yeah,
this seems like it's not that way at all. But I mean, I'll definitely grab one tomorrow. But speaking of tomorrow, I think it's worth the time to drop a 5-minute, like, what's the plan for tomorrow? Because you have things like dialed in and ready from what you were telling me. So
just letting you know, they will be there. They'll be everywhere. Ranch Fuel
Perfect
for everybody. Everything will be out there. Yeah, man. So it kind of ties back to what you're doing too. I know we've talked about it a couple times. Steven's got a spooky month. Sorry. This is your second? Or your third?
This is my second.
Second you're doing. So Swedishfish does a spooky month where he's trying to go live every day. He's got different content they're playing through different games, doing different stuff on stream. And I collaborate, here and there throughout that.
You help me out quite a bit is what you do.
So, I mean, again, this was on the agenda for it as well, the podcast. And so tomorrow what we're setting up for is something that we're doing IRL. So we're getting a bunch of my buddies from home. Some of our cousins are going to be there. Kind of just taking it back to the roots of playing a split screen game. And the split screen game that we're going to be playing is fitting, the vibe of the spooky month. And we're playing the OG Black Ops 1 Call of Duty Zombies. We also have Black Ops 2 with Town and Transit. But Black Ops 1, we have like some of the DLC with Derice. We got Knocked. We got Kino, Ascension. We got the good games, man. So it's going to, I got like a pretty big TV out there. So when you split it 4 ways, everyone's going to get a top, left, right, bottom. You're going to be able to watch it on stream. And we're just going to be kicking it on the couch. Going to have it all mic'd up. Drinks, food, Ranch Fuel, just chilling with the boys, man. It's going to be awesome. So it'll be cool. There's probably, I think there's going to be 6 of us. So 4 play at a time, 1 reading chat, the other, like people rotating in. It'll be cool. It'll be a lot of fun. So, we're going to get into some of that. Who knows where the night might take us after we played it for a little bit. Like I want to stick with the zombies, but we also got Modern Warfare 2 If we end up wanting to do a little bit of quick scoping, a little bit of 2v, whatever it goes. But we're going with the zombies. That's the main plan of the event. And yeah, we got a bunch of OG games from there. So you have to watch in, tune in to see where it ends up. But yeah, man, just gonna be sitting on a couch back how it used to be.
I can't wait. Anytime you get to play, and again, this is like literally where the name of this podcast came from, is the nostalgia that DFISH and I had growing up, obviously being family. Like every Christmas, holiday, really any family function where we were over each other's houses, you went downstairs, there was a split screen gaming session going on, whether it was between two cousins, four cousins. There was screaming, there was yelling, there was cussing, there
Always.
was memories being made. And it always puts a smile on my face. And I know it sounds silly to say, like, oh, it puts a smile on my face, but like the last time we held an event at your house and there was split screen stuff happening and I saw a cousin sitting on the couch, like I walked in and I was like, yeah, like this is what gaming at its core it is. So I can't wait. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And for those of you guys who haven't peeped the 24-hour stream or seen anything that I did, very similar setup that we're going to do to that. Kind of make it feel like you're right in the room, man. So there's going to be people playing. You're also going to be able to interact with us. There's going to be stuff going on. So it'll be fun. And yeah, man, like I remember we were trying to figure out the name for this podcast. And I think we talk about it in like the first or second episode, like how we try and kind of figure out this name. And we kind of explain like everything that we're about to do tomorrow. Like we explain like what you said, like everything. We've grown up playing games split screen. It's about the people in the room and what you're playing versus the game. It's more about like the atmosphere
1000%.
of the nostalgia that it brings back to you. And that's what we're trying to replicate tomorrow. So it'll be really cool.
Could not agree more.
Yeah. So tomorrow's stream is powered by the Split Screen Podcast.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be fueled by ranch fuel.
Yeah,
at least for me. I know I'm gonna be up past my bedtime, so I'm gonna be like, dude, hit me with one.
They're great,
but
man. Yeah. So I can't wait for that. It'll be cool. We've had a lot planned. This has been a big week for the spooky month. We kind of ramped in slowly. I joined in a little bit later. You started off with Resident Evil. I'm sorry, did you start? Yeah, you did. You started with Resident Evil 2?
Resident Evil.
Yep. And then you moved your way over to, I forget, Dead by Daylight?
Yep. Did a big gaming session with, a few buddies playing Dead by Daylight. And that game is, it's always a fun time. It's always fun to just, again, like you think about those games that are fun to play with people. It's like Siege or like anything that is always better when you play it with others. Dead by Daylight is one of those games that falls in that category for me. But yeah, I played that, really enjoyed it. And then that led into some New World Night Haven. I haven't been able to play it as much as you have. I watched you play a decent amount. I was jealous. Those queues, man, those queues sucked the life out of me. But man, part of me, like obviously I dislike having to look at a queue, but it kind of makes me happy in a way knowing that New World is actually doing somewhat okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that will go on for. But man, did they cook with this new season.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love it, bro. And the reason I love it is because a lot of New World's expansions, I've always preferred like the regular map of Eternum. So like Elysian Wilds, it's like,
retweet.
All right, don't really need to go there. I'd rather be in the Windsward. I'd rather be, wherever. Brimstone Sands comes out. I appreciate it. I understand the diversity of the places. Like there's no place like Brimstone. Definitely needed a desert. I get it. Elysian Wilds, I think it was a miss. Didn't really, like, here's another forest with like some cool vibrant colors. I get it. Very good opportunity for, they don't have a settlement. Not cool.
The settlement that they have, it feels more like a large campground.
Yeah, because there's no
housing, right?
There's no housing. There's no vendors. There's not even a marketplace. There's only like a couple. It's like an outpost, and it really is like an outpost. Feels like a place you would run through, but it's in the corner of the map.
It's basically a place you can just fast travel to. That's all it is. It's got a stash. Yeah, for me, I couldn't agree more. Those past two expansions, in terms of like location wise, I'm like, I could take it or leave it. I like the fact that They brought new content to the game and they
Yeah.
added new things with those expansions, but it wasn't anything that made me like kind of go crazy other than the greatsword. Like the addition of the greatsword,
Great
awesome. I still
addition.
use it to this day.
Good
Yeah, great
weapon.
addition. And they're gonna add more weapons in the future. I just thought Night Haven was like a really good. It was the expansion that New World needed at the time. Like they kind of, hit a lot of things correctly at the right time. The queues, though, that is a bit of a bummer, and I understand them. I don't know what their server size is, or like, were they able to expand it? Were they not able to? I would have loved to have seen them do it, but this the cynic in me knows that those numbers they're going to be inflated for the first 3 to 5 days,
Yeah.
and then it'll dwindle.
We've
Again, some
seen
of
it
the
go
big
down
streamers
every
will play
day.
it.
We've seen it go
I
down
know
every
we
day. We by
every day.
thousands. Like the first time we got in was like 8,300 people, and we were like,
Yep.
dude. We sat in there for like an hour, and we were at like 79. I'm like, all right, we're not gonna get to play tonight. Next day, I joined in. It was
Exactly.
like 50 something. Sorry,
Mhm.
it's not 50 something. 5,900, 5,800.
And you should preface the fact that we also were hopping on at like quote unquote like prime time, basically right after dinner time.
Yeah,
Um,
like 8 p.m.
so I think, yeah. So for people to know, it's basically when everybody else would be getting on.
Right. And then the next day, yesterday, it was like 2,000. But I eventually I started mine at like 6:30.
Yep.
I had made dinner, and then I was able to play it. And you even got in last night for a little bit. I will say though, the gameplay in it is like perfectly balanced. Like every boss I've fought is like really hard. I haven't ran through anything. Like I really had to work at the first one. I still can't beat the second one. It's like taking a lot out of me, dude. I was sitting there
I
last
know.
night so defeated. I was just like twice, but like they know that. They know that, and they've basically made it a perfect. I don't know, like they tested it perfectly. They're like, all right, this is where these people are usually going to be within level. Like this is how much they're going to have. It feels really balanced. Love the map. I think it's great. I think the settlement is cool. I think the area is so sick. There's like the haunted area, the nice, forest area, some of the places with the foliage. It's sick. I think they killed Night Haven. It's awesome. The storyline's really easy to follow so far, which thank God, because that was, like we said, we talked about it before, so hard to follow like that storyline, and the cinematics are great in it, so it shouldn't have that issue. But it's honestly, the story's pretty good in it so far. I'm bought in.
That's great. And that used to always be like the running joke is like New World. Like, do you know what's going on? Like, do you know the story in New World or like the lore of it? And like the joke was always like, well, what story? Like, there is no story. There is no like lore to it. But you and I were even talking about it last night. It's crazy when you think about where the game, even before all of these big changes and new seasons, like the game started off initially with a banger cutscene. Like you're on that ship, it crashes, you see like this, I don't want to call it a disease, but it's like some,
Like the corruption.
it's the corruption, whatever that technically is. This corruption
Yeah.
then seeps in and takes people over, and it changes. Like it was a cool cutscene at first. And then the story just like kind of fell flat on its face unless you sat there and read. And I'm not like saying that people won't do that, but I'm just glad that they're finally beginning to adjust and change things now in this new season. And they've been doing it in past too. Like they really enhance the beginner, basically the on-ramping process of starting a new character, which is huge. Like when you bring it over to consoles, that needs to be like the focus. I know a lot of people are like, well, where's the end game? Where's the end game? Where's the end game? That will happen over time if they can like keep the ship afloat. Um, but I really do think the game itself has the opportunity to like continue to be there. I think it just needs to continue to innovate. And like I was telling you, they got a new game director a few months ago, but like she had always kind of been in the background in another like high role and had always talked about like the game development and what's going on and like what the team's working on.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what she brings to the table compared to the previous guy.
And it's not even that that guy couldn't bring it to the table. It's like when you get a new NFL, like a new head coach on a team. Say they go 0-5, the guy gets fired. The guy's probably a great coach. They just need change. Maybe this person has different priorities, and the order of the layout that they're going to do things in, you know, change is not always bad. You could do the same thing, have the same outcome, but do it a different way. And sometimes, like, New World's done the same thing over and over and over for so long, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
It worked at first, and then, like, they didn't continue. So just change. It's the definition of insanity, man. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So they just gotta. I'm hopeful for that.
Same.
I'm hopeful for that. And speaking of NFL head coach, the Patriots right now are insane. We finally switch our head coach from the greatest of all time to Bill Belichick, and he's gone. Loved him. Mike Vrabel's insane. Kind of bringing us over. We were at our house, my parents last weekend. Had like an NFL tailgate, like, you know, a good old tailgate where you're outside.
Good old tailgate.
So we're planning this.
Got to keep it in the garage. I think that's like definition for me is
gotta be
garage tailgate.
Yes.
There's nothing better.
Yes. So we were there was an issue. So we planned this around the beginning of September. At this time, man, like it's warm in September still, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like we'll get a weekend. Let's do like the first or second weekend in October. We're like, all right, cool. That'll be like jeans, maybe long sleeve, maybe short sleeve, but like good outdoor weather. You know, coming through. Hasn't rained in weeks. The day before the tailgate's nice out. Day of the tailgate, monsoon, dude. Like we were scheduled to have a monsoon, right? Like they literally categorize it a nor'easter. The way we got hit, though, wasn't horrible. Originally, it was supposed to be all outside. But, you know, we had people inside. We had a tent outside with, you know, fire pit. Had it all in the garage. I will say, growing up in New England, I don't know if it's like this everywhere else, but tailgates, doesn't matter. You weather the storm, man. Tailgates are outside. You
get your ass out there, you fire up the grill, you put your beer coat on, and you talk to some people, and before you know it, you don't even realize if it's cold outside.
No, you got to,
because you had a couple drinks, you ate something, maybe you got a bowl of chili, and you know what? You don't even care. Like if you got to, maybe the ladies throw a blanket on over their legs, like
go near the fire pit. You can go underneath it, but like this is what we're doing, and you let everybody know in advance. This ain't a Super Bowl party. Super Bowl parties are indoors. Fully aware, February, it's what you do.
Got it, roger that.
Yeah, February, right? It's in February.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second guess myself there. I had a little thought about fantasy for a second.
No, you're good.
Tailgates are good, though, and it was fire. So we had a bunch of friends over, a bunch of family over. Dude, probably like 30 plus people were there, which was really cool. A bunch of different sides of the spectrum, as in like different sides. So like I had family, you know, little ones, gym friends, gym trainer, my friends from college, like all different stuff. So it was cool. Yeah, it was fun. So that was some IRL content. Didn't vlog it. Maybe next time we will.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, it was funny. My dad was there, and he was like, "I didn't know this was gonna be you know, more than just family." He's like, "It's kind of nice." And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Like, you know, I'm not saying the room gets stuffy when it's just family, but like, it kind of gets boring after a while. You have the same conversations over and over again. You talk about what you're doing in your life.
Yeah. It
was nice to have some different groups to go around and talk to. Cause I was like talking to your buddy Mikey. I was talking to John. I was talking to one of your other friends. Apologies, I can't think of his name right now. Was it Nick? Did you have Nick over?
Nick was there, yeah.
Yep.
Nick Lampson was there.
Yep.
Shout out first and last legal name there. What up?
There you go.
He was in the Edelman jersey. Thing was tough.
Oh yeah. It's okay. We can bleep it out. But yeah, it's just cool. Because I hope that there's more of those in the future. My dad used to always have stuff in, like, you remember when we were growing up, we'd have like Pats watch parties in the shed.
Dude, it's just.
And the running joke was like, how many TVs can you fit in a shed? And I think at one point he was up to like 3 or 4.
Dude,
and
this shed is not, to do it, dude.
And this shed is not big. This shed is like not up to code. It's like there's one window in that damn thing. We always kept the doors open because there was always smoking stogies in there.
Yeah.
We were like running around the yard.
But there's something about it though, dude. Like you're all huddled around a TV in a shed for no like people would argue for no reason. They're like, dude, look how big your living room is. Like, I don't have time for that energy.
I sit in there all day and watch TV.
Like, that's not what we're doing. If I was here to stare at the game, which I'm invested in this game, but I'm not here to just watch the game. I'm here to tailgate. I'm here to be cold around others with my hands in my pocket. Yeah, maybe I'll smoke a cigar. Yeah, maybe I'll have a beer, but I don't care if we're 15 people deep in a shed huddled up. That's the point. Like, that's the point. I want to put my hands up and be like, yeah, Hunter Henry just scored a touchdown, and you got 15 dudes in the shed like, let's go. Like,
yeah,
that's how it goes. That's what it is.
That's how it goes.
Yes, and you got to buy into it. You got to let people know that's what's gonna go. I'm like, hey, it's gonna be raining. It's in the garage. It's not inside.
People are lucky it was in the garage. Dude, you know what? Like, you know how many times we would have outdoors. Could have just kept it outdoors. I think the garage is like the play just because of how big your garage is. But I remember we had, some tailgate stuff where, like I was saying, that shed was not big. So like, if you couldn't fit in the shed, you went inside, and
you wanted to be in the shed. And if you wanted to be in the shed, you'd figure out a way to you got to figure out a way to be in there. Find a place to fit.
Gotta get in there.
So
yep.
I tried so hard right there to not make it fit joke. So I like stumbled for 3 seconds, and I was like, I'm still dancing around the make it fit joke. That's what she did. But yeah, kind of a part of the spooky month. There's a little bit of fall activities there. We're really making the most of our fall. I'm liking it. I feel like we're doing a lot of fall stuff, guys. Before this episode, I was looking for a costume to wear. Dude, it was either
not a costume guy.
I mean, I am a costume guy. I like the costume, but it takes a lot. I don't have them. Like, my closets here aren't big, so a lot of my the thing I'd wear once a year is at my parents', and I was like, I thought I'd have time.
Totally
to
fair.
There. So I was like, dude, my snowboard stuff's not even here right now. I was like, oh, maybe I'll be a snowboarder. It's not even here. Don't have room for that. So
surprised you don't have it tucked in the background or something like that for people to look at.
It'd be cool. It would be cool.
It would be cool.
Speaking of the background, Steven redid his stream. If you guys have peeped his streams, he kind of rearranged his room. Did a live stream of it too, which is actually pretty cool. Of his setting up.
I didn't even look at the VOD. I hope the audio was actually okay. I did it on my phone.
Yeah, the audio was great. It was really nice when you flipped the phone.
Yeah, thank God you made that shout. I was like, dude.
I realized that I did it one time, streaming, and it's so much easier for you to when it's upright, but reading chat and stuff, but then you realize it has black bars on each side, and you
I know.
Then you zoomed in, and I was like, yo, if you can flip it, and then it's fire, because then you can really see. I like the IRL streams like that. Yeah, but so back to what he's got his whole thing, Swish is set up. It might look the same to some of you guys because he has the things in the same spot, but you could tell the door is right behind him. So take it. I mean, I'm just basically explaining your room right now, so you can take it away. But
no, yeah, I was just gonna say it's literally that. The reason I reoriented the room is I have not cleaned this room in a hot minute, so I was like, dude, we need to clean this, vacuum the rugs, clean down the desk, wipe down the monitors, dusted stuff. Like, dude, this space gets gross because not only do I game here, but I also work down here.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time in this fucking cave, and I enjoy that I have the space. Thank God that I do, because I don't know what the fuck I would do. I would either be up in the guest room, and I'm gonna get kicked out soon. But at one point I was looking at the laundry room, and I was like, ooh, I could do that. There's some nice, natural light in there. And then before you know it, my wife was like, yeah, I need that as an office. And I was like, well, to the basement I go.
To the basement I go.
To the basement I go. But yeah. Yeah, that's what I did. And then the only other thing that's missing, and you guys will see it in my VODs if you haven't, I have these zombie sheets, blinds, whatever you want to call them. They actually go over windows up in your normal house around Halloween time, so it looks like it's being torn into by zombies. I just hang them above me for spooky month, and then for the holiday months, I just actually nabbed a free Christmas tree from I know, right? I'm gonna be on that Christmas tree grind, so I got a free Christmas tree. I gotta figure out. I'm probably gonna change the orientation of my camera and probably have it over here on this wall. But I'm happy that it is a mini Christmas tree, and yeah, How about you? What's the deal with your room? You've kept it this way for
I know.
ages.
I know it's bad. It's been like this for a
No,
year.
it's not a bad thing.
No,
You
it's not a
viewers
bad
get
thing.
used to it.
So like, look how much room I got. Like, the room is big.
Oh,
So,
watch the ranch fuel. Watch the ranch fuel. Yeah.
holy. Imagine that.
Yeah, that
No,
would have
but
been bad.
it goes deeper than it actually seems like it
Yep.
does. So we're gonna go shelving here to here, and it's gonna go all the way to the
I
ground.
like it. I like
So it's
it.
gonna go like, just hard to do. It's gonna go like 1, 2, 3, all the way across, then like something on top, and then 1, and then to the ground. So that whole wall is gonna be, shelving and stuff against the wall. So you guys remember my old setup? I had a bunch of shelves, I had like 2 shelves, but I had a bunch of stuff on those shelves. So stuff I still want to display and don't have it. This thing is just kind of whatever. I've just put it there. The Christmas tree is obviously going to go back over here.
For another 6 months.
Yep. But I didn't even really set up my room for like the Halloween this year. I did last year. It was cooler when I did it. I had like the big web come across. I had stuff hanging down. I don't know. I've been so busy, bro. Like,
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's good. I just rather like go
I know you'll take
live.
advantage of it for the holidays.
I will. And I'm probably going to do like a fall setup. So like, that can last a little bit longer. I had one last year too, but no, it's been good. I mean, that's kind of the play for that. Yeah.
That's going to be good. I think a good change for you, like you'll probably appreciate the fact that you can like clean up some stuff, hang some cool stuff up, because I know you are a stickler for your background, getting things to look nice. So
I like need it, because if I look at it and I don't like what it looks like, it like makes me excited when it looks good. Like, all right, fire.
Of course.
So
it's your creative space.
Yeah. So I'm setting that up tonight. I'm setting up our stream for tomorrow. For those of you guys watching this right now, it's gonna have already happened. Unless, I don't know, maybe this will get out tomorrow. Which in this case, it's out right now.
You'd be crazy if it did.
No, that would be wild. We'll see.
That'd be a little wild.
That would be a little wild. This will be out this weekend. So, for those of you guys, it already happened. There's clips out right now. Go check them out. They're somewhere. Check TikTok. Check wherever. VODs are live. But yeah, dude, I'm pumped for that. So what do you have for the rest of your month?
Yeah, for the rest of the spooky month?
Yeah.
So the games that I'm getting back into, or at least getting up to, you and I are going to be playing Phasmo a few nights in the future. So we're going to be doing that. Phasmo just kind of has become like a staple of spooky month, which will be fun to get back into. I already talked about it, Dead by Daylight. I'm probably going to be playing that another night or two in the future. Shout out to Astral Orc and his community. New World when we can get into the game. And then a few other games that I'm going to be getting into later in the month is SCP-5K. It's still an alpha, but it's kind of this horror shooter game. So we're going to be getting into that. That'll be fun to play. Nuclear Nightmare is like another horror-esque game. It's a bit shorter, but it looked decent. So we're going to be playing that. And then another game we're going to be playing is Paranormal Cleanup, which is like a cleanup simulator. I don't know if you've ever seen them. Basically, like it's a simulation of you going into a room, bedroom, whatever it is, and you have to clean up the space, kind of like the supermarket simulators where you're managing a store and you're restocking shelves and you're like taking out the trash and you're managing a staff. Like, it's basically a sim, but it's a cleanup sim where you're probably cleaning up a crime scene or cleaning up something that's really messed up, and there's just like jump scares and stuff in it. So,
oh my god, I would not do well on that. Jump scares get me, bro. Oh,
I know they do.
I mean, they're funny. Dude, how about, I'm with a jump scare.
They are funny. They're good. The tough part, and I'm gonna sound like such a baby saying this, is I play all of this stuff right before bed, and then I get into bed, and it's not even like I'm like, oh, I'm just like so wired. I'm like,
yeah, you're like alert.
I'm alert. It's not that I'm like scared. I'm alert, and if I shut my eyes, I'm just thinking about all of the stuff that I just witnessed, and the content that I'm doing, and I've been like more on top of editing my VODs and uploading them to YouTube and like creating some shorts and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
when I say that I'm wired and I'm like thinking about stuff, I'm like, okay, like I know that I'll need to edit out the
Yeah.
first half of the stream. I'll need to go in and chop off the back half. I'll need to go in and edit the audio. I'll need to go in and help with the transitions here and here. And I'm like, okay. And that's half the reason why I'm like thinking about it. But yeah, spooky month has been good. And I plan to also do something for the holidays. So I notice myself being much better about streaming when I have something. I'm really not even working towards something, and I'm yapping right now, but at least to sprinkle it in.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
I plan to have some sort of holiday stream. I don't want to call it a schedule. And that's one thing I've noticed with this spooky month is planning each day by game is not it's not great for me because my gaming sessions are shorter at night.
Mhm.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a list of games that I want to play throughout the month, and that's what I'm going to do. And what I get to, I get to. If I don't, I don't. But I think regardless, I'm just going to enjoy the seasonal piece of what that month is and play games that relate to that month and just go from there.
Interesting. So like
So
what games do you, not to give stuff away, but give me what would like an example of one type of like one game you would play? Just one. Without giving
sure.
too much away.
Yeah. So like there are some, and I don't know if you've ever played any of these games. And I really don't even technically know. Let me actually look up what this game is technically um, identified as, the type of game that it is.
Santa Claus Simulator. You just fly
Dude,
around
I
to every
wish.
single
Oh my God, I
house.
wish.
You just play Amazon Driver and just bring in the packages that go to the right place. That has to be a game.
Ah, dude,
Bro,
all right. So
so
there
funny.
are a few games that they're like more on the cozy side. So if you've ever heard of Stardew Valley
Oh yeah.
or like Tavern Keeper
Dude,
or
I've heard
like
Stardew
Graveyard
Valley's
Keeper,
really fun.
yeah. And I just want to play something cozy. That and like Tavern Keeper are probably games I'll get into. There's probably some other like holiday-esque games that I could play, or like at least games that have like a holiday event in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fortnite has Fortnitemares, which you and I will be playing this month.
Dude,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. And yeah, so that's an example of something that I'll play. It's cozy. It's something I can make progression on. It's easy to play. They have a Christmas event and stuff like that. So that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah. Um,
That and other things.
dude, like OG Fortnite, you played on the OG map and the snow comes out.
Yeah. When the snow comes
Ah,
out, man,
bro. There's nothing
there's
better.
nothing better.
I don't know how they get it. I don't know. Like they really nail Christmas every year.
Yep.
It's so
They do it right.
like they miss on summer sometimes. But dude,
Summer's hard.
Christmas
Summer's really
they
hard.
just nail it, bro. It's also the OG like nostalgia factor of it because it came out like
Oh,
that was
man.
it came out in like like October, September-ish. The battle royale started to get big. So once everyone was on it, that first Christmas season was like, oh my God, this game. And then it was like, boom, Christmas stuff. Ah, oh God, that is just the number one nostalgic thing ever. Any list I ever make, the most nostalgic, like, bro, beats Pokemon. That's the number one nostalgic thing I've ever played is Christmas time Fortnite.
Really?
Ever. That
Wow,
is
that
the
is a
number one like feeling of I'm home with that game.
okay. Part
Christmas
of me thinks that
Fortnite.
you have, yeah, part of me thinks you have that nostalgic feeling towards it because you were in college at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you had break, you're sitting at your house,
Hmm.
no responsibility,
And I've done
you
that
are
season.
gaming.
I've done Christmas in that game 8 times now. And
And
it's always lit.
I was gonna say it always looks great. The old me, and I'm gonna sound, like the old man here. I prefer the older Christmas stuff from Fortnite. Like even
Yeah.
when it comes down to the skins and stuff, like I've always been like and again, it's probably more to do with because I played it at that time because I did play,
Hmm.
Fortnite at that point in time with buddies. And I remember just being like, wow, like they really updated this. Was it the entire map or was it just a part of it?
So at first they like covered the whole thing in snow when the Ice King came in, and you're
Yes.
like, oh my
Yeah.
god, the whole map is in snow. And then it slowly started to melt, and then they just had like Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, like they had a certain area,
Yeah, I
like
remember
when the
Polar
snow
Peak.
Frosty Flights. They had like all that
Yeah, that's when they
area on
had
the
the
bottom
planes.
left. Yep, the Viking Hill. Yeah, so they made that whole bottom
Dude,
left
the
area of the
Viking
snow.
part. Remember the ship?
Dude, yeah, that was one of the sick. I loved that spot. So fire. So it's like, but right now they have the OG mode in Fortnite, so the
Hmm.
Christmas is just gonna hit. It's gonna be good. So I'm excited for that. Last year was like the only time when I like didn't love it. There was like Snoop Dogg in it, whatever.
Yeah.
I just like
He's in
whatever.
too many things now.
I don't
I'm
get
gonna
it,
sound like a
dude.
grumpy old man.
He's in
He's doing the
everything.
next Olympics too. He's doing the Winter Olympics too.
Why? He doesn't have like good
Cause money.
takes. I know, but like, oh, Snoop Dogg. Like, okay.
I couldn't agree more.
Like,
It's not that I
he's
dislike him.
boring. Just like,
It's
okay.
yeah, he has some odd takes. Like it's not that I want the same old stuffy announcers. He's just like it's okay to go to left field, but he is like past left field.
I just don't
And
get the
like it's
lure. Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, man. Fortnite.
So yeah, Fortnite Mares is sick right now. This is like the best Fortnite Mares they've had in a long time. Like last year was like all right, like with the big boss, like it was okay. This year's was dope
Mhm.
because they made a reload map and it's really good. They have
Nice.
some good skins. They have a lot, like all the collabs of like actual horror games. So like Screaming is in it and like all that stuff. So that's cool. But the map is like actually redone and they have like good items in it. It's balanced. I like it. The Fortnite Mares is fun. I actually haven't played Horde Rush yet or anything, but I'm gonna have to. So we'll save
Yep.
that for when we run it. But yeah, bro, Fortnite
Gonna
Mares right
say,
now is actually pretty dope. It's better than last year's.
yeah. Okay. Last year wasn't bad. It was just chaotic. And I know it's meant to be chaotic, but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't bad by any means. I always find that game fun when I get back into it. I'm like, ooh, like it's just the game itself feels good to play. And I think that's something they really nailed too is the feeling of that game. Like a good feeling game will always, in theory, feel good and you'll
Mm,
enjoy playing it because it feels good.
yeah.
Like I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but Destiny 2, as bad of a state as it's in, um, it always feels good to play because it just is a really solid shooter.
Yeah.
And I had this really weird thought while I was upstairs, like cooking dinner, and I was like kind of leafing through our notes, and I was thinking about like the golden era of Twitch and live streaming and content creation. Like I think about Destiny 2 at that point in time because the game was in a much better state. There were more content creators that I watched at that time. And it's just it's weird how it brings you back to a different time and you're like what changed? Like why did it change so much to where it's like it gives you the ick to think about a game because I've put so many hours into that game and it's the weirdest feeling. I don't want to say to not have a home, but to like not have a daily driver.
Yeah.
And you still have your daily driver, right? Like you still
Yeah.
got your ride or die.
Mhm.
Whereas like I'm not saying that I don't. It would have to like either there's a Destiny 3 that comes out or there is just a complete overhaul of Destiny 2. Sorry to go down that rabbit hole, but I was like cooking and I'm like, man, like what like I know there's a multitude of reasons why it's changed and why I'm just a different gamer now, but still, it's just a weird thought.
It is a weird thought to not have like a daily driver. Like if I were to come home from work and be like, "Oh, what video game am I gonna play?"
Yeah.
So like, I don't think I've ever had that. Like honestly, because like, granted, when I find a game that I like I grind it. So like,
Yep.
even coming home in high school, like Black Ops One, Modern Warfare Two, Modern Warfare Three, like, dude, even like if I'm playing like a Pokemon, I'm younger. It's like that's the game I'm playing. I'm like so
Yeah.
bad at like playing
Yeah.
multiple games unless they're way different, and I want like variety. But it's crazy to think that like not having a daily driver. Like if I didn't have Fortnite, like I don't know what I'd be playing. I mean, I'd be playing like the new Battlefield or the new COD. Which, speaking of the new Battlefield, dude, it's like another game that I get. It feels good when you play it. Interesting take. Did you see any of the commercials or like the previews? How they kind of like went at Call of Duty? Did you see any of that?
I didn't.
So
I don't mind them honestly going at Call of Duty. Like
it's
I
fire.
say, I say kick them while they're down because
Yeah.
Battlefield 6 has they got some good sauce going right now where everyone is really digging the game,
Yeah.
and I think they should just pedal to the metal and do it because Call of Duty, it seems like they kind of got content with where they were.
So there's like a trailer, and you know how Call of Duty has like all those skins. Like you can play as Nicki Minaj. You can play as like
Yeah, it's silly.
it's so like
It's like Fortnite.
yes.
I'm kidding.
No, but I mean it is. But
Yeah.
Fortnite makes sense to have collabs, whereas like a war shooter Call of Duty, it's just silly. Like it is
It's
silly.
odd. It's odd.
It's odd. It's not a cartoony game at all. It's like it's Call of Duty, and Call of Duty never used to be like that. So when Battlefield was being announced, they, you know, they put out a trailer, and out of this car comes out Morgan Wallen. He has like an M60 in his hand. And he's walking across
I did
this
see this
bridge.
commercial.
Jimmy
Yes,
Butler
yeah.
walking over with a sniper. Zac Efron walking over, and then oh man, I forget the other celebrity. Oh, Paddy Pimblett, the UFC fighter, and they're all walking down, and they all like have this stuff.
Yep.
So like referring to, oh my God, we're gonna be in the game. They're walking down this bridge, and all of a sudden this huge missile comes in and like smokes them.
Oh yeah, I did see this. Yeah.
And then the battlefield, like you know the soldiers start to walk through, and they're like, who was that? They're like, doesn't matter. Time to go win. And like they went at like basically Call of Duty. Like everyone's like, oh my God, they're gonna put all these people in the game. It's like, nah, this is a war game. Like this is an act. Like this is how the game should be, and that's what the whole game is like based on too. It's like it's Battlefield, dude. It's not like I think Call of Duty is like down right now. Like COD 7 or Black Ops 7, whatever it is, doesn't look good. I've been listening to like the Optic podcast, and they're like, dude, we're willing to play. Like Seth has like a Call of Duty deal, but like Hitch was like, bro, I'm gonna play just the best shooter that's out. And they're saying that like
I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
That's the way it should be.
he's like, I'm just gonna play the best shooter that's out. And he's like, Battlefield, if it's fun, like I'm gonna play it. He's like, I'm not saying COD's dead. Like all right, but where was I going with that? Oh, so Call of Duty comes out, and now they have a bunch of these different maps that they've been teasing. Whereas like Battlefield's like, dude, like these are the maps we have, and that, like they keep trying to like get more engagement on their Twitter, and it just people are just like not having it at all. They're like, yo,
of course they're not having it. They're like, enough,
maps, bro. So I don't know. I mean, is it the COD killer?
I think for the time being, it is, and it is they should be grateful. I know it's gonna sound harsh, but COD gamers should be grateful that there's something that's stepping in and kind of being like, hey, like this is ours. Like you've done enough.
Mm-hmm.
Move over. This is our space for now.
What a comeback too for Battlefield, dude.
Dude, in the man, I always had a hard time understanding that whole Battlefield thing because I loved Battlefield. God, what is the name of it now? I gotta look it up real quick. No. I loved Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1, the old like World War II. Mm-hmm. I had it on Xbox. And then, well, excuse me, I had it on Xbox One. I have it on PC now. It's just one of those games, like the multiplayer always felt good. It was fun. It was great to just put on for an hour, a few hours. Like it was just a really solid shooter. And then 2042, like the crazy thing, everyone knocks it down. Yeah, it didn't do well, but like, I think it had a little bit of a resurgence towards the tail end of the game itself, and like I still think a decent amount of people play it. But yeah, I think they kind of went back to their roots, and And I do think Battlefield will do really well. I think a lot of people, from what I've heard, has said that the game feels good, and it feels like it's a shooter that will actually be fun to play for a good amount of time. Um, but you were talking about Black Ops 7, was it?
I think that's what it's
Um,
called. I think it's
yeah,
Black
I
Ops
think that
7.
I think that's what it's called. And I was listening to an interview really quick. I was watching a live stream where, all those streamers, they like they always do. They go out to the live event and they play the game and
Hmm.
they're doing interviews. And this woman went over to Teep and she was like, "Hey, like, can we get an interview with you?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "But I'm gonna be honest." She's like, "Okay." And like, he's saying these things that are wrong with the map, that are wrong with the guns, that are wrong with this and that, but like not in a very rude way. Like, this is really solid, but I think the game should improve here. I don't think this is strong. Like, this needs to improve. Like, this, like, he was very critical, but it was good feedback. It was
Yeah.
constructive feedback.
Yeah.
And it was funny. She walked away and he goes, "Yeah, there's no shot they use that on their socials." It's like because they're just going around thinking they can drum up the hype of these big streamers being like, "This game's sick. Like, you
Right.
guys, it's gonna be sick. You can't wait." But like, he was honest, which I really appreciated. So, to your point, whatever the optic guys are saying, it's probably true.
Do you think the quality of games has gone down because there's less pressure to make it great right off the bat? So like back when there used to be, you buy the game and it's on a seat, it's on a disc, and once it's out, it's out. Do you think there's less pressure on like Call of Duty? They're like, we'll put it out and we'll fix stuff, and they do less tuning to the game. Do you think there's like,
I
you think there's any part of there where like, all right, we're just gonna like they're gonna use this to their advantage, yes, and hear what people have to say, but some of the greatest titles ever never had that testing. Granted, they would have creators come in and test the game before it came out, but is it any like why are some of the best titles ever the ones that once they're out the route?
Yeah, I mean that is a very complex, scenario and question, because I think there's a lot of things that go into why. I mean, the gaming market regardless is saturated right now. We know that
Mm,
it's saturated. I think I was telling you this a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, there's almost too many good games to play right now that I feel inundated. Like, I feel like I can't catch up with where gaming is and what's come out. Like, I have a backlog of games just in my Steam library that I'm like, dude, I'd be happy if I got in 8 hours on this game, but I don't know if I will. But to your point and what you're saying, I think unfortunately, gaming companies not only are being pushed by those that are higher up within the company to get a game out so that they can either A, start to make revenue, or B, cut any losses that they're already losing by
mm,
basically stopping the funding and paying that team to work on a project that they know may not give them a lot of revenue
yeah,
once it drops.
yeah,
But I think unfortunately big companies like, I don't know, like a Bungie or like another team, like another big AAA company, unfortunately it's probably part of their plan now to say, ship it. We know there's going to be problems, but we'll use that time to put out updates for the game to get it to a point where where we're happy with it. New World, as an example, is a great example of this. Like, that game should have cooked for easily another year, if not
mhm,
even a little more.
yeah,
But I can guarantee you, you know, big, big wigs up top were saying, get it out the door. We need to make money. We need to see what it's going to do. And like, you can continue to make updates to it as time moves on, but like, you need to get it out the door. So I think there's pressures from not only those that are higher up, but even gamers in general. Like, how many times have you seen a big game being worked on, GTA, that's like, oh, we have another delay. Oh, we have another delay. Oh, I'm sorry, there's going to be another delay. I've actually gotten to the point where delays for big games that I'm looking forward to, I don't get bothered by it anymore.
yeah,
I think that a company takes the high road when they're like, I'm sorry, guys, like, I'm not going to put this in front of you because I don't want this. This is a tarnish to the company, our names. And
right,
I don't want this player base to resent us for putting out a game that's like half baked.
yeah,
Um, so, long answer, but I think there's a multitude of reasons why, games are just different now. Whereas when you shipped a game back in the day that was on disc, unless it was like a PS2 and you could get some sort of update to the game, you shipped it as a complete final product. It's just no longer that way anymore.
Yeah, which like is also why like games last so long. Like imagine if Fortnite was on a disc. Like we'd be on
Dude,
Fortnite 10.
it wouldn't be Fortnite. It wouldn't be Fortnite, you know?
Yeah, yeah, correct. So I mean, the updating of games is just also crazy. Like how they're able to do that. That's why games like there's one title and it just kind of keeps going. I'm surprised like games like Madden and stuff haven't done it. I mean, I understand why.
They need to do that.
They should just be like
I wish,
Madden, and then they should just
yep,
update every year and just get better every year.
that's it.
Like it's just like
I wish
there's so many
companies
of
would
them.
do that.
They won't.
I wish
because
companies
they have a thing where everyone's going to buy the show, the new show. Everyone's going to buy the 2K because if they don't, they basically can't play it because no one's playing last year's 2K. But
yep.
Again, dude, like buying games, it's like Battlefield $70, but the Battle Royale, and I think it's either 2 weeks or 2 months. Sorry, I'm not sure what it is going to be free.
Oh, really?
So they're putting out the like kind of how Warzone was free, but Call of Duty
Kind of how Warzone did it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play it, and I've heard that the Battle Royale I've heard the Battle Royale though is based off of or takes a lot out of the book of Blackout. So I've heard there's no custom classes. I've heard it's loot and shoot, like find your weapons, either kill people for the better one or you don't have it. Like you don't get your custom loadouts. I've also heard that Call of Duty is going to be dropping a battle royale along with it when they put it out, and I don't know if it's going to be an update to Warzone. I don't know if it's going to be something different. I don't know.
Yeah, like is it on? I assume that they'll build it on top of Warzone rather than include it with Black Ops. It would not make sense for them to just release an entirely new an entirely new battle royale. But I can guarantee you they will have this huge marketing campaign. Like, unfortunately, Call of Duty, like some other companies, does an amazing job with their marketing.
Oh yeah.
Where you'll watch it and you'll go, dude, am I really about to buy this?
Yes, every year you're like, bro, like, is this that looks so good.
Do I have to? I know.
Have you seen the movement in the new game though? Like, have you seen that? Like, dude,
in Black Ops?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Bro, it's insane. It's like people are jumping if they're in a corridor. Like you can jump in the air. There's jetpacks. You jump off a wall, basically jump to the side, and like keep jumping back and forth off of walls and slide. It's crazy. It's like
you've lost me already. Thank you. Bro, I'm glad I won't be buying that game.
I watched Shotzi play some of it. He got like a quad kill and wasn't even touching the ground. He kept jumping from wall to wall. I go, this is infuriating. I cannot watch this. I just there's no. I honestly wasn't even like a huge Black Ops 2 or 3 guy for multiplayer. I don't like the I just wasn't. I don't know. I don't like the jet.
I don't know. I remember when I played in college. I don't know if that's when that was out, but I remember I was just because all through college and before it, you played the Call of Duty because that was kind of your shooter that you played.
Yeah.
I played like SOCOM and some other ones. But we always joked around that we were boots on the ground, shooter enjoyer. Like we enjoyed games that, boots were meant to be on the ground. But then oddly enough, I would never have turned down a game of Halo. Yes, it is truly boots on the ground, but there are some points where you can get some serious air but there's fall damage and stuff like that too. So, yeah, the whole jumpy shooty thing, you lose me at that. I want people to enjoy the game. I honestly will probably, if the Battlefield Battle Royale is free, I would definitely get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might even get me to buy the game. Like, I think it's smart too.
Yeah.
I think if I love the Battle Royale, like maybe I will buy the game, but I don't know, man.
I think you'll enjoy it. I think you would enjoy it based on what everyone's been saying.
Yeah, and I mean, like all my friends have been playing it, and I've been waiting in New World queues. But I'm like, wow, that game looks fun. You ever stare at a number and watch it go down? Try this.
Yeah, right.
Try this.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
before I forget, you dropped something off in my house.
Oh my God. I forgot I did that.
I know. I have
did
it next
that.
to my leg, and
Dude, you gotta
I
open
just
it.
kicked it, and I'm like, oh.
All right. As you pick
So,
it up and open it,
you wanna-
I'll give some explanation there. All right, guys. This is something that Swedish Fish gave it to me like a long time ago, and I don't think he remembers that he gave it to me. I was like young, and he gave it to me, and I was like, I think it's a good thing for him to have. One, it's his, but two, it's like, you know, now having a son and stuff, I think he should have that. And I don't even know if he recognizes it or knows what it is.
Oh my God.
Dude, this is his baseball card collection, dude, that he literally let me take home one day from like our uncle's house. And then we're at Uncle Bruce's house. And you told me to like take it home. And then I went to give it back to you. Like, no, you keep it. And I was like, dude, you have to have this. So I found it underneath my bed at home. And I was like, bro, he needs to have this. So there's some like OG cards in there, bro.
Oh
and I
my
was
God,
like, dude, like, how do you not, like, as you're a dad, like, how do you not have like your baseball card? Like, there you go. So I saw that and I was like, dude, I have my own collection. Like, you got to take that. Now watch, there's probably like a card that's like worth millions of dollars in there.
I hope so, man. I mean, there's some older cars in here for sure. I don't know, like, if they're necessarily in good condition, but man,
do you recognize that thing? Like, do you remember it?
oh yeah, I remember the folder. Right when I pulled it out, I was like, oh my God. Like right when I saw the front, the home run.
Yeah.
This was an old binder for me like years and years ago, like literally
coloring on the pen
third,
and stuff,
fourth grade, maybe. Something like, yeah. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. Trot Nixon on the front page.
Yeah, I love it. That's so gas. Some of those cards are sick, dude.
Dude, Nomar Garciaparra.
Dude, I know,
man.
bro.
This is a blast to the past.
Hell yeah.
I would not have ever realized that you had it still. I would have just been like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was like, bro, I gotta give this to him. It's honestly been in my stream room for like 2 months.
That's funny.
And I was like, dude, because I brought it over. I was like, oh my God, I gotta give this to him. Isn't that crazy?
Part of me was like, man, I wish this was like filled with Pokemon cards.
Oh my God, dude. My Pokemon card collection is like, bro, it's like, some of them are like bent. It's sin, dude.
Yeah.
It's sin. Like I had them in like
the
bottom of my backpack. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. This is like crazy. It's like a blast from the past. I legit don't even remember this. I don't remember giving it to you. I don't remember even having the folder, or excuse me, the binder. So like seeing this now, I'm just like flooded with memories of like having these cards and sitting down in my living room and like putting them in based on, you know, their names.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, bro. I was like, dude, he needs this, bro. And I'm like, this is good content. I got to give it to him on the pod. I almost gave it to you yesterday and I almost gave it to you at the tailgate. And I was like, no, we got to get this on.
No. This is much better on the pod, dude.
Yeah, man. That's gas. So thanks for letting me hold on to it. Good older cousin here, but that's yours, bro.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't have knocked you if you went and tried to sell it at a card store.
I would never have done that. Granted,
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, well, fair. Well, if I had made a lot of money, I definitely would have gave you some. So maybe I should have done that.
Yeah, maybe you should have done that.
Nah, but good stuff, bro. Good stuff.
I appreciate that, man. It's like, it's crazy because I just don't even remember putting it together, but I know that I did because I can like remember putting some of the cards in there in the living room, and like, yeah, it's just it's cool.
Yeah.
Man, what a blast to the past.
Yeah, man.
Holy crap.
What a good way to end the pod, too. Yo, episode 25. Seriously. Make sure you guys go check it out, man. We are live right now on Twitch, too. So if we're probably live right now. Go check Twitch. Twitch.tv/Swedishfish TV and Twitch.tv/DFISH_TV. Go check us out. We're probably live right now on Twitch. Other than that, appreciate you guys all being here. Episode 25 in the books. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, everywhere you can find content, man. We have it there. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, we're on it. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate you guys. There's my long-winded outro. Peace.